Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Grizzly Bear Sam's YouTube channel, and welcome back to Elm Creek Farms and Elm Creek Farms B&B. Thanks for coming back. This is episode number 13, Unlucky 13, and of course, if it does prove to be unlucky, then we'll of course have spilt all of these tomatoes all over the place, and hopefully that is not going to be the case, and hopefully our little tractor here will be able to handle this load. Careful, careful, careful. We need to run 8 pallets of tomatoes and a pallet of eggs over to the farmer's market and sell these. And we're going to do that in this episode. And we're also, that is if we can get them into the trailer safely. Of course, I talked about this trailer a little bit in the previous episode about how we're sort of imagining that it is a refrigerated reefer trailer, and we can plug it into our electrical supply there and run it. And that's what we've been doing. And of course, one of the tasks that Bo, um, our farmhand, does, and he's, like I said, he's part time. He works here on a part time basis. He manages our greenhouse operations as well as our egg and chicken operations, and does some other things on the farm as well. He will be doing and helping us during harvest, especially. We're kind of giving him the little bit of training on some of the equipment and stuff like that. He did not have much of a background when it comes to the equipment. Hopefully 3 pallets will fit in here. All right. Gotta love it. Yeah, slide that forward just a little bit and see if we can. Whoop. No, no, not yet. My pallet handling skills, for those that have watched my channel for a number of years now, will know that they are not the best, but we get by. And of course, you could handle these by hand. They are light enough to handle by hand, and or even if they were heavy, we could always throw the the mod in here that allows us to have superhuman strength. So we've got 8 pallets of tomatoes and 1 pallet of eggs that we need to take to the farmer's market. We'll go ahead and strap these guys down and close the door. And let's go ahead and go to the farmer's market with our load here. All right. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for returning for another episode here on Elm Creek Farms. Very much appreciative of you doing that. Thank you to all new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome to the Grizzly Bear Simulations YouTube channel. Very happy to have you on board. As I believe that I had mentioned in sort of the bottom of the 12th episode, the last episode, if any of you have questions about FarmSim 22, definitely post them in the comments. If I don't know the answer to the question, then I'm sure that someone else may do that watches the channel, and may answer your questions. But I know a lot of folks are new to the channel, and hopefully these will just sell right out of this trailer. And it looks like they are. We'll go ahead and open the doors up, and we're selling eggs and tomatoes all in one go. And how much are these going to be worth? 54.95. Not bad for just a little bit of effort, and obviously a whole lot of effort on the part of Bo, because he picks the tomatoes and the lettuce and packages everything up and gets them ready to for us to transport wherever the demand is. And of course, as I mentioned before, we are running our B&B as self-sufficient as possible. Obviously, tomatoes, um, lettuce, and eggs, and of course chickens as well, because obviously we raise chickens for the purpose of feeding our residents that come out here to stay. Nice chicken dinners. Okay, we're just going to park this here so that we can just continue to rinse and repeat as we have additional eggs and tomatoes and lettuce come about. So hopefully we'll get some lettuce soon. Lettuce is a little bit slower growing than the tomatoes are, but we will see what happens in time. All right, as I said, we're going to do a little bit of animal work, kind of consider what we've just done, a bit of animal work as well, just making sure that we get those eggs delivered in a timely manner. But we need to do a little bit of work here in the cow barn. We need to go ahead and move what remaining. It's quite a warm day. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and let these girls have some fresh air. Um, all right, so we will go and get in our John Deere tractor and go and pick up our tipper. And yeah, I believe I'm disconnected from that guy. And we will give the cow some straw on the inside and just kind of bring about some hay and some straw and put into the area there where the automated feeder gets those. Back on up here to our tipper, like that. And in the right gear, and off we go. Now, just to update everyone, because we are in a new speed time up here a little bit. We are in a new game day. We're in mid-March now. I decided to go ahead and do this kind of work in mid-March because our next planting opportunity is going to be, sorry about that, our next planting opportunity is going to be um, in April. We're going to be able to plant corn, and I didn't want to have to do this kind of work and have that interfere with the operations that we're doing with planting and field prep and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of why we're doing this here. And I also thought I would show you, just in case you're new to this particular cow facility, this cow shed with the automated feeder. And let's see, are we going to get in that thing's way? We might, because it's the top of the hour, isn't it? But the straw will go in here. And I said in one of the previous episodes that we don't have the manure heap attached to the cow barn. We don't have it at all. So basically, the straw will be used for bedding for the cows, but we don't have to worry about the manure piling up and that sort of thing. So we will just let that do its thing, and hopefully we can get out of here before the automated robot comes around the corner. It takes a little while to load up all of its stuff, and yeah, we made it. Good. All right, so we will now go and let's go ahead and get some more straw and dump that in for the automated feeder and some hay. And this most likely is going to be a short episode, although we might, time permits, we may go ahead and grab the fertilized sprayer. We'll grab the fertilized sprayer, and yeah, this is the last of our straw, isn't it? Grab the fertilized sprayer and go down and give the second application of fertilization for that canola field that we planted down by the bakery. And unfortunately, mods are flying out of the Giants Mod Hub as well as in other places. I've done several mod reviews on some of my favorite mods that I've seen in the Giants Mod Hub, as well as 5-minute mod reviews on some of the mods that have been submitted to simplysafemods.com. That is my mod hosting website that I run. And mods are flying out at a pretty good pace, but yet we have not seen that vehicle collisions camera mod that is so popular and so needed, so the camera doesn't latch on to buildings and trees and all that and do all this kind of weird behavior. I really miss that, and I'm scratching my head here, and Giants. In my opinion, Giants has done an outstanding job with Farm Sim 22. Yes, they could have done a little bit more. They could have done a little bit, or maybe a whole lot more of testing, and tried to eliminate some of these bugs that have come out with the game. But I'm really surprised that they in their infinite wisdom haven't thought to put that camera mod into the base game, because I've used it in every version of Farm Sim that I've played, and it has been very much a must-have mod to have installed in the game. And looks like we're full now on straw. That's okay. We'll go around and we'll dump this, and then we'll get some hay and do the same thing. We won't feed hay on the inside of the barn, because all we need on the inside of the barn to maintain 100% productivity is total mixed rations. And I really like that change with the game. Now, that's not to say that some mod maps that may be coming out in the future might change that behavior, but I do like the fact that if we just give total mixed rations, that basically is all that we need to do. It sort of simplifies things, and I know a lot of folks may want to have more to do and may want to mess with individual grass and hay and straw, and then also TMR. But at least kind of the way that it's set up right now, that's all that we need to do. With the straw, so that the automated robot has plenty of materials to work with. Don't want it running out of materials, because that's again kind of the beauty of the automated facility with the robot, is that we don't have to worry about that. Water is pumped into the shed automatically. You don't have to worry about turning a valve or bringing a water cart around, and I know some folks miss that, but we don't have to worry about that. All we need to do is just worry and make sure that we keep our four elements here, because we also need to add the minerals over in that silo, and I think I've touched on that before. But we'll go ahead and put this in, and if you're just curious, and if you missed the video where I talked about this, the hay and straw will hold 49,000 liters in this facility, and silage is 115,000 liters in this facility, just for your information. All right, that was easy enough to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we'll go ahead and take this over here and park it. We'll just leave the tractor connected to it, and I think off camera I will move some silage and put silage over, fill the silage up, and try to empty this bunker. I'm going to try one thing. One of the discussions that I've seen that has pretty good success is taking the landscaping paintbrush tool, and painting right on the edge, on the outside edge of the silo bunker, and that tends to clear up, because I guess what the issue is that there is chaff, which is essentially, well, grass underneath the bunker that has leaked out, and this has been something that has plagued these things from probably as far back as the Farm Sim 17 or maybe even 15 days. And it's got a lot of people kind of curious as to, well, why have they not fixed that? If it's been a bug that has existed in each of these games, why does it still exist today in Farm Sim 22? Why can't they fix it and fix it for good? But hey, we can't always get in the minds of others, and certainly can't get into the minds of giants. So, all right, we will go and wrap this up, and this will make this a little bit longer of an episode and get some things done and get it out of the way, so we don't have to worry about it at a later date. So we've got liquid fertilizer stored down here in this Meridian bin, and we'll just go ahead and fill this guy up. and go down and spray that field, and that will bring that up to 100% fertilization. Our wheat field, which is just right here next to us, that is already 100%. And then of course we will have to wait just a little while before we can bring our oat field that we planted in episode number 12. We'll have to wait a little bit before we can bring it up to 100% fertilization, but we will do that. And I can't remember if I mentioned this at the top of the show, but there have been no weeds up here in that field, and so maybe our preventative measures have helped. But then again, it's only been a half a month since we have planted that field. We'll head over here and get this going. Now, of course, we are out of wheat, and I've got a little bit of wheat just to make sure that the chickens have something to eat, but we are out of all of our materials that we would normally send to the mill. The bakery, the last time I checked, the bakery was still in production, making bread. I guess it's slow enough that we are able to continue with that operation. And let's see if we're going to be able to see where we're going and see if it's registering. Let's just hop out, shut that off, hop out, and see if that has given us 100%. It is. So we will continue. Kind of hard to see where we've been, but that's okay. Let me roll back a little bit because there is a slight gap there, and then we will proceed on down and get this done. If you're new to my channel, and also, well, or even if you've been watching my channel for a while, if you're new to Farming Simulator, and Farming Simulator 22 is your first sort of introduction into this franchise, I would be curious to know what you think about it, how you like it, how it's shaping up, and how it's working out for you. Again, we know that there are some opportunities, there are some bugs that exist in the game, and as long as you kind of know what those are and know what those limitations are, I have found, and I know others have as well, because I've listened to other YouTube content creators like my good friend Duck Zorley. He has been playing and absolutely loving Farm Sim 22, and again, kind of if you know what these limitations are, and you understand that there's certain things that you just can't really do, then it works out for you. It makes it a better experience. And I think I can scoot over here just a little bit, and then we'll go right down the middle and then call this one good. All right, well, I will start wrapping things up, but yeah, definitely if you are new to the channel and you have not subscribed, please click the subscription button, click the little bell so that you're notified when new episodes release, and click like if you've liked the episode, and be sure to join me again right here on Elm Creek Farms for another episode as we continue to get through the spring months here. Next episode that we come together, we will be in April, first part of April, and we will start getting our fields ready for corn. And again, the primary use of those corn fields are going to be for the use of silage. We will chop those. We're going to rent the forage harvester, get that down here to the farm, and get that done. And if we can at least get 150,000 liters or so from 2 fields, then we may consider leaving the 3rd field and go ahead and harvesting that with a combine and selling that corn off at the market. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all tuning in for another episode. Take good care of yourself, and we'll see you back here on the Grizzly Bear Simulations YouTube channel. Bye for now.